Good morning, students. Under the chapter of accounting ratio, the last ratio is profitability ratio. Under the profitability ratio, the 5 ratios will come: gross profit ratio, operating ratio, operating profit ratio, net profit ratio, and return on investment ratio. What the profitability ratio shows? It shows the profit earning capacity of the business. The first, the gross profit ratio. The formula of gross profit ratio is gross profit by net ROP into 100. And all the formulas under the profitability ratios, all the ratios under the profitability ratio will be calculated in the percentage. So we will multiply with the 100 here. Now next ratio is the operating ratio. Operating ratio, the formula of operating ratio is cost of ROP plus operating expense divided by net ROP into 100. What are the operating expenses? The operating expenses are office expense, administration expense, distribution expense, employee benefit expense, bad debt, discount, or all are the operating expense. So the cost of ROP plus operating expense by net ROP into 100. Operating profit ratio. Operating ratio and operating profit ratio both are different. The word is profit is there. So operating profit divided by net ROP into 100. So what are formulas of operating profit? Net ROP minus operating cost or operating expense. Net sale minus operating expenses. Or gross profit minus operating expenses. Or if the net profit is given, then we will add the non-operating expense and minus the non-operating income. Or operating profit, as we know that income minus expenses are the profit. So here we calculate the operating profit. So operating income minus operating expense. Operating profit ratio will calculate this one also. 100 minus operating ratio. By this also we calculate the operating profit ratio. Now the second last is net profit ratio. Net profit. Net profit means it is after tax, the final amount. After tax, net profit by ROP into 100. Net ROP, net profit means gross profit plus all the indirect income minus all the indirect expense. What are the indirect incomes? This income you are showing in the profit and loss account on the credit side. All the incomes like commission received, interest received, profit on sale of investment, profit on sale of fixed asset, or all are the indirect income. Indirect expense are those expenses which you are showing on the debit side of profit and loss account, like discount, interest paid, commission paid, and loss on sale of fixed asset. All types of indirect expenses we will minus it. Okay. Now the last is return on investment or capital employed. This is the most important ratio. The formula is profit before interest, tax, and dividend. Profit before interest, tax, and dividend divided by capital employed. I'm going to explain what is capital employed. Shareholder fund, we know that, but here is the capital employed. So capital employed means the amount invested in the business. Either it is owner fund or it is loan taken from outside. So capital employed, equity share capital plus preference share capital plus reserve and surplus plus long-term borrowing minus fictitious asset. Now here one thing is there, fictitious asset. What is fictitious asset? The fictitious assets are preliminary expense, discount on issue of debenture, loss on redemption, premium redemption, are all other fictitious assets which we have to write off in more than 1 year. Like discount on issue of debenture, we have to write off in more than 1 year. So all these are the fictitious assets. So if we'll calculate the capital employed, here equity share capital plus preference share capital plus reserve and surplus plus long-term borrowing minus fictitious assets. What is equity fund? Equity fund and equity both are different. Equity is also known as shareholder fund, but equity fund and this one both are different. How it is different? Equity share capital, equity fund is equal to equity share capital plus reserve and surplus minus fictitious asset. Here we are not taking the long-term borrowing and preference share capital. But in the equity or shareholder fund, we will take it equity share capital plus reserve and surplus plus preference share capital minus fictitious asset. So here the capital employed, the long-term borrowing, if we will add the long-term borrowing in this one, it will become the capital employed, and in this one, if we will add the preference share capital, it become the shareholder fund. So equity fund and equity and shareholder fund both are different. Please take it. Again, I'm repeating, if we will add here the preference share, it will become the shareholder fund. And in this one, if we will add the long-term borrowing, it means debentures, loan from bank, it will become the capital employed. So previously we understood the shareholder fund. One thing more I want to add in the shareholder fund, like in the solvency ratio, we have to calculate the debt equity ratio. The shareholder fund is there. So shareholder fund is equity share capital plus preference share capital plus reserve and surplus minus fictitious asset. So we have to manage the fictitious asset. We know that the fictitious assets are preliminary expense, discount on issue of debenture, and premium redemptions are all are the fictitious assets. Now the students have to write all these formulas in your theory copy, and this is the last topic of accounting ratio chapter, accounting ratio. So solve your questions. Thank you.